Welcome to the weekly review live stream. Um, it is just me for the moment. Colleen is running a little bit late. Not that they didn't know that they'd be running late, but just that they are. Um, so like a thing with their kid. Anyway, it's a whole thing. Um, so I am here and Colleen will join us as soon as they're able and will tell us their things then. But then Colleen also has to leave early. So it's a whole thing today. And I also will leave earlier than I normally do, but probably a little bit after Colleen because I sort of suddenly have to leave town with my family to support a loved one. And so that's just a thing that we have to do. So life, a lot of life is happening around this weekly review. And just so you know, I'm going to be complaining about a lot. One of the things I get to do today is also take my iPad into the Apple store because it doesn't charge anymore, just all of a sudden. And I use my iPad a lot in these weekly reviews, and it does not have very much battery life, if any, left. So that'll be fun and exciting. So Colleen and I could both use about 4-hour reviews this week, and we are not getting it today. So yeah. So my intentions are one, to make a list of all the things I need to pack up to leave town, and then also to like review some of my outstanding things to make sure that, other than the fact that I haven't done my taxes or prepared a few other things, like that nothing else is outstanding. So while I'm trying to be supportive of this loved one, I am not worried about all lots of little tasks. So I want to make sure as few things, like I've sort of checked all my inboxes and other things so that I'm ready to go. All right. So I'm going to get started and then let Colleen state their intentions. Of course, if you are joining us, we'd love to hear your intentions for the weekly review. Oh, I have to tell you what a weekly review is. Yeah, this is a weird week. It's getting to me. So, a weekly review is when we stop doing our work and take a moment to take a higher look. Of course, I may end up doing a few things because hi, leaving town today and wasn't sure of that yesterday morning. Um, but I may do a few things. But it's where we don't do our work, but we take a step back and look at what is our work and what are the commitments we that still have meaning to us, but really importantly, what are the ones that don't, or at least don't meet that threshold that we're going to get it done. This week is a good example for me. Because I'm leaving town to support somebody. Um, I'm not going to get done the same amount of things that I might otherwise be able to do. So a lot of my things are going to be so that I can have a clean brain, clean space to be present for those who need me this week. A lot of it will be deciding not to do stuff or not to worry about stuff yet, or the few things that make the cutoff for me. How do I make sure that those stand out above the things that, given my unusual week, are still salient enough for me to worry about, that they've met that threshold. And that threshold is going to be different this week than it was last week. Frankly, it's different this morning than it would have been yesterday morning. So there you go. And definitely from last week, because I didn't know that this would be happening this week, last week. All right, so we're going to get started and share the screen. Fun. Yeah, my automation to make this the right size has ceased to work because something changed in the layout of Google Docs. Good times. That is not a robust. Oh, apparently I accidentally left my pumping timer on my phone. Yeah, so I'm actually gonna, this one that I've been doing is not where I'm gonna start today. I'm going to start with the 5 minutes inbox process because that's where I'm going to check it. Is there anything outstanding that I really need to address? and everything else not. Oh, I need that piece of paper. I have to write things on a piece of paper with a pen because I don't have an iPad. It's really sad. Okay. Um, uh, One of the things that I tend to do during this, because I want it to be a free form of ideas where things are not, my brain is not being clogged with more mundane things. So I will write a list of stuff to do when I get up for a stretch break, as part of my deal. So, oh, good. Yeah, it has 1% power. I'd say go ahead and go into low power mode. I mean, call me crazy. What just vibrated? I guess I've got too many devices on my desk when I'm not sure what the answer to that is. Okay. I'm going to excuse me. Check and see what's going down. Yeah, my kid is getting better at sleeping at night, which is great. This is not necessarily yielding in more sleep for me. Um, I only got 4.5 hours last night, and I am feeling it. Oh, I swear I turned my iPad, there we go, off last night, so I have a little bit of battery left for the weekly review. I'd also like a little bit of battery for the Apple Store to be able to see, oh, it powers on, it just doesn't charge. Um, hmm. Wow, I'm gonna have to get some Adderall on break, which will probably be right when Colleen arrives. I may just ask them to give their intentions. Excuse me. Wow. Okay. Gotta look at my various inboxes. I will first check email. This one. Oh, yeah, I kind of wanted to put these into a calendar. Found something that could go in my calendar. You know what makes me sad is I really haven't don't have a way to necessarily celebrate May the 4th this year. The last couple years I released a Jedi yoga video, but that has not been a thing that I've been able to do this year. I've been busy and pregnant and having a baby. Excuse me. Oh, these events I've added to my calendar. Okay. Alrighty. Excuse me. Yeah, I am struggling today. Mm. Oh yeah, I need to put this link in my weekly meeting. What? No, you are not allowed to take this over, Google. It took a regular link and it made like the hyperlink underneath it be a Google search. Like, bite me, Google. No. So I pulled it into a Markdown supporting document to just pull out the actual real link that was the text one. You know, like when there's words that are underlined, this was the words were the real link. And like that I should be using, but the link that it actually was a Google search. That's disgusting. It's really gross. Hey, we have a Wyatt. Welcome, Wyatt. Uh, okay, as soon as Colleen gets here, I will tell them that. An inbox over 25% devoted to Dungeons and Dragons means you're doing something right in your life. Yeah, like they're having to have, I think they're running two games and adding a third. I don't know if the third has been added yet. Um, at least all in the same world, but and like similar storylines because they're for different groups, but still like ridiculousness. So they've been like processing the inbox separately and like kind of keeping it, I don't know, because it requires so much just the D&D stuff. It's wild. I'm really excited they're able to DM again though, because that was missing for a while, and now it is back. All right, I'm adding this link to my recurring meeting. All future events, please. Because I went to go to it today. I was like, oh, our Google Meet link is still in this event. We are not using that. You go into, yeah, I'll just put it there. Excuse me. Okay, I am digging in too deep. I'm going to pull out of that. It says that's living the dream. Yeah, yeah. It's some good stuff. Speaking of which, someday when we are able to hang out again, on a regular basis, I still think Eric could be convinced to do a game. I'm just saying. Okay, I think what why can't I archive this? I don't want the reminder. How do I make the reminder go away? How do I make this not be in my inbox? but also not delete it. There are some things on this remind me feature in Apple Mail that are not. Oh, there we go. Clear reminder. Okay. What? Got rid of the reminder and I still can't archive this conversation? Oh, gross. Oh, yeah, I'm gonna need that. Oh, I need my EIN. Okay. Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. I confess I would have expected Colleen here by now, but I'm guessing things are going a little slower than expected. Um, um, I gotta write some down for taxes. Ugh. Actually, right now it is probably more reliable to put it in my drafts. Mm. Yeah. Okay, this is all too far back. Um, yeah, I probably need a shorter timer because I am not spending the amount of time I expected, and I am too sleepy to self-regulate. Yay! Oh, Wyatt asked if I ever thought of doing some D&D on this channel. Could incorporate ADHD management techniques. You know what? It's not a bad idea. I have a friend who has his own, I don't know if he has a YouTube channel, but he has a podcast. Anyway, um, who gave a great talk a few years ago when our ADHD conference was virtual on like ADHD lessons that he taught his kids using D&D and like different ways that they were like useful. Anyway, from a former educator. And I thought it was great. And then we did later a live little start of a D&D game. And it was a lot of fun. I was very honored to be selected to be on that group. It's Brendan Mahan, in case anybody's wondering. His podcast is ADHD Essentials. So yeah, he's good people. Yeah, it's a good idea. I feel less qualified than Brendan, but it's not a bad idea. Um I also know somebody who has an ADHD D&D podcast with and they have accompanying YouTube um episodes. So, yeah, that one is ADHD 20. So it's there's some done, but I mean, it would maybe be fun to do. Even if I feel significantly less qualified in the D&D part of it. Colleen, however, is not. Okay, anything here? Oh, what is this telling me to wrap? Um, in general, I don't keep anything urgent in these other places. What? Oh, hey! A wild Colleen appeared.
Hi.
Hi, how's it
Sorry about that.
going?
It's good. It
By the
was, yeah. Yes.
by the way, Wyatt says that anyone whose inbox is over 25% devoted to D&D is doing something right in their life.
Thank you. Who said that?
Wyatt,
Oh. Oh, thank you.
because your old inbox is up here.
Right, yes. Now it is not like that anymore, but that's mostly because I've been processing the D&D inbox, not the mundane inbox. So.
Yeah. Also, you said, have we ever thought of doing some D&D on this channel and incorporate ADHD management techniques?
Um Increasingly that idea seems less appealing to me because D&D is my escape from that.
That's fair. And I'm unqualified in the D&D realm.
You are. You could become qualified very easily, but you do not choose to allocate resources at this
That
time.
it certainly has not happened yet.
Mm-hmm.
I did remind Wyatt that if our schedules ever align again, uh, my spouse could be possibly convinced to trying some at some point, some more.
Dungeons and or Dragons.
Yeah, something like that.
Reminds me of my favorite, I don't know if it's joke, but like humorous thing, which is um sunlight sensitivity is almost an edge case because it's called Dungeons and Dragons, not Daylight and Dragons.
Okay. You are ridiculous and I love it.
Mhm.
So I was going to put myself on mute and off camera and go get some stuff and listen to you say your intentions. How's that?
I can do that. I'm also
Okay.
going to say to Wyatt that I'm making a NPC who is 11th level druid Circle of the Moon and also a vampire. Heads up. And I have decided to rule that the vampire, it's 11th level because I need him to have travel with by plants so that he can go, more than 12 hours away from his coffin. And I'm also ruling that he can stay awake for like maybe 1 or 2 hours after the sun comes up, and he can be in sunlight in animal form and not suffer deleterious effects. However, I am making his animal forms, his wild shapes, slightly more like a dire wolf. Like it's not just a wolf, indistinguishable. It's like a dire wolf or like a dire, cat. It's like there's something wrong with every single animal form that he takes, because even though he's apparently the universe has permitted him to become a druid, he's still not. It's like you still are undead, dude. Like this is still kind of an abomination unto whoever. And so there are consequences that come with that. But yeah, um, he's OP. He's OP as all heck, and I really hope that the party adopt him as their like pet so that he can be an ally in the fight against the big bad evil guys. So my intentions are to get literally anything done in the next 30 minutes before I have a meeting. Um, I think I need to do a brain dump. Um, I've been feeling that way. I think I might look into some of the notes I've already taken about like different projects need to start. Uh, um, yeah, that's it. That's all. I think I'm not getting anything else done. Um, I I have, I think, almost half a dozen homebrew playable ancestries in my game that I'm allowing people to do. And as a result of this, I have to get stats to two players, and we play next Monday, so that's fun. I don't know why I do this to myself. Well, Wyatt, you will understand the problem. Um, I'm gonna check the comments to see if Wyatt has weighed in on the vampire druid madness. I'm gonna check the comments. Hang on. Wyatt has weighed in on the. Hmm. I'm sorry about my eating. Wyatt, you also may be interested to know that and on the topic of living the dream, um last Tuesday night, I spent hanging out with my spouse. I was doing D&D prep. Instead of playing Baldur's Gate 3, while my spouse at the other end of the table was building the D&D Lego set that we just bought. First ever official D&D. Oh. So, all right. Why ask an excellent question? What alignment is the vampire druid? I'm not beholder. I am not beholden to the oh no. So here's the thing. I have to figure out. I think that, oh man, I have to think about this a lot. I think he's honestly, and you're not going to like this, he's probably lawful good because he has a very strict code. He's very mumble, spoilers, Act 2, Baldur's Gate, which I know about and I shouldn't. But yeah, he has a very strict code and he actually acts for the good of the greater community. He has a tragic backstory which has motivated him to do good in the world for a certain value of good. It's kind of it's a very Dexter kind of thing. Like, well, I have to kill something to survive, so I might as well kill the things that need killing. And it's very fun. And yeah, so I think he's lawful good. And that's the thing. I in real life am also lawful good, and I understand how terrifying that can be. So that'll be interesting. One second, gotta go off camera to my father-in-law just got a resin printer, and I now have resin printed things of my spouse's Drake Warden mount, which won't be relevant for like at least 6 months in real life. But one second. I also got dessert. Yay! All right. Yeah. I mean, I'm not beholden to alignment either. I don't let it control me, but yeah, actually, I think he's lawful good. Lawful is the most terrifying alignment. Alignment axis. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise. The worst, lawful neutral. 100%. Dennis Baratheon is lawful neutral, and he's terrifying and can be very boring. All right, look at this. Look at this, Wyatt. I have little trees. For my environs, and I got my father to print gold pieces, Faerun gold pieces, and those are going to be inspiration tokens. All right, I shouldn't be unpacking this. I should be not unpacking this. I should be focusing on the situation. Although I need to unpack this other little delicate thing. He's actually going to be print this, but in white. But okay, so we need us a notebook. Yeah, he is a reluctant vampire. What happened was his dad was his mom, the vampire's mom was killed by a vampire, and the son was turned into a vampire, and the dad was like, well, we have to go kill the vampire, and then tried to kill the son. So he was like, okay, that's awful. So that's his backstory, and that's awesome. Nice. No. I was eating my lunch, so my breakfast stuff. No, not a problem. Yes. So the vampire druid is lawful good. That sounds like a book title. And yeah, he has a tragic backstory. He's a reluctant vampire, but according to the rules of I believe wider D&D, he is in fact a true vampire because well, actually I have to look into that, because if he was originally a spawn, and then could he actually go in, because things. I have to look into that. Actually, I have to write that down. Let me write that down as if I do things like that. Okay, D&D inbox. Sort out. I saw. That's his name. I saw spawn slash vampire startles, because in theory, if he does have like thrall, or maybe he was like turned, and then the dad went to actually killed the vampire and then came back and tried to kill the son. I don't know. I've sort that out, but it is important. Because I can't have it be a spawn, because that's like CR2, and no, I have to have MOP. I have to have MOP. Yeah. So, and I also had to figure out if in D&D, I mean, I can rule any way I want, but in D&D, or maybe I could just make my own vampire rules. I think I was going to do that. But I have to figure out the spawn thing. Okay. We're gonna focus now. But I did figure that. And rules. See, this is the thing. These are the kind of things, because I have to, like, I can just say this is the vampire lord and not think about it, but I need to know these things personally in order for me to like play the character. Actually, why, in case you know who the heck I'm even talking about. The character is heavily based on Astarion from Baldur's Gate 3, and also Geralt of Rivia, specifically from the Netflix series, because that's mostly what I've encountered. I haven't actually played the Witcher games. But yeah, he has a very I hate everybody kind of thing. Like, don't talk to me, which works in this context. But I had to figure out how to make him a way that's like, I don't literally hate everybody, right? Because Geralt tolerates certain people, and so I had to figure out that sort of vibe, and so that's the vibe. But he looks like a star. Let's be clear. All right, so we're gonna focus now, as I have 15 minutes left until I'm meeting. That's okay. All right, brain dump. It is April 9th somehow. And I have no idea how. I really don't. What is even happening? It was January yesterday, I swear. I need water. Look, water. Okay. It's highly unfortunate. The first three things that I've written, I know are in my system already, which is an indicator of how poor I've maintained the health of my system lately in terms of looking at it with my eyeballs. Hello.
I kept giggling while you were talking, like, oh, Colleen.
Oh, Colleen. Oh, Colleen, you're so silly with your
Any
vampire
excuse.
stuff.
Any excuse. Like I'm blameless. We had a
You are.
meeting where some people didn't show up. And so instead of getting our work done, Colleen and I talked about different vampire lores for an hour.
Yep.
And I enlightened them to the way vampires work in Mercy Thompson.
Mhm. Yep.
Also, my husband very much wants a 3D printer at some point. And I
Mm-hmm.
apologize
Yeah.
for my eating because I have to pack and leave town after this meeting, and I really can't wait.
Technically, this is a resin printer. It's apparently different from a 3D printer because 3D printer uses filament and this uses resin. I don't know what the difference is. I like pretty things that look like things that I think about. You know what? You know what too
If it's
is
printed and not on paper, bite me. It's
yeah.
3D printed.
In the real world. I also am very happy and sad because you know the single thing that he could not get to print, the little
something.
yes, the little mini for my Asterian inspired NPC, Bryson, which is the one thing that would actually be useful in the game. Like, who cares if we have trees? Me, I care. But yeah, it's fun. We're gonna have to figure something else. But yeah.
I talked to my brother about our family situations yesterday. He's like, "Oh yeah, I remembered to call you in between activities." And he's like, "Okay, I gotta go play a game now." And I was like, "Okay, hit a troll for me."
Nice. Nice. It would not surprise me if your brother was into Baldur's Gate 3. That would not surprise me at all.
I don't think he has any game systems.
You can
Oh
play it
no,
on
that's not
PC.
true. They have a Wii for the. I mean, not a Wii.
A Switch?
Switch for their kid.
Okay. Yeah. No, it would. It's on PS5 or PC as far as I know. So in theory, he could play it on that. No, it's actually it's on stream. So in theory, it could be on a Mac as well.
Okay.
That was nice.
Maybe, but I don't know how much of his computer time is basically just work. So
true. Yeah. Okay.
Okay, I am making a list of things that I can get done in the car today.
Nice.
And one of them is drafts in box scanning. As I was explaining, my week has been hijacked. And so in a fine way, but it just means that I have a lot more deciding what not to do this week than normal. It's really good to see you on here, Wyatt. We miss y'all.
Yep.
That we meant both of my spouses. Colleen misses you from here, but also Eric misses you in IRL. Let's
The thing
see.
that really terrifies me, and I think I've said this in different words before, but the thing that really terrifies me right now is that I've heard it said that you can be a good parent and like one other thing. And also, the Dungeons and Dragons can be your entire job.
I have a quote for you. Only the Sith deal in absolutes.
I know. I know. I guess what I'm saying is I'm afraid that if I am a good DM, that I'm going to be a less good parent. Yeah.
I don't know. I've been a parent for like 2 months, so what do I know?
Interesting. I have a theory that the gestational parent is a parent before because you start to think in those ways because you're like, okay, I'm making decisions for my physical body that I would prefer not to in order to make this a thing.
And
right?
I've
And you've been
arguably
doing
been
that
doing that for
before
years.
pregnancy. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. So yeah, it's that mindset of something is more important than just me.
Right.
Right. I'm drawing a little mind map of my my areas of life here.
Nice. I'm gonna write in a thing. Look, I'm gonna spell it all fancy.
Nice.
I have a hopefully less than 2-minute action to do, and then I'm not doing that this week. Update my reminders system and look at my calendar. That's the order of things.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Timer for 2 minutes. So
Yeah.
despite the
Every
fact that,
single thing. Sorry.
go for it.
Every single thing I've written down in my brain dump is already in my system. I know it for a 100% fact, and that's with my terrible memory. Go ahead. Yeah, I know.
Stupid things that don't work. Except when you don't want them to. I wanted the heart thing to happen, and it didn't happen. I should check that I actually have that turned on. I can't tell. Yeah, it's on. Anyway, I was gonna whine about some Apple thing not working the way I wanted it to before that one, though it didn't work the way I wanted it to.
Mm.
No, I forgot. And this is before we bring my iPad into this.
I've seen a quote floating around the like short video space, which is from The Crown, which is as he was Prince Charles talking about like Camilla, talking to Diana, though Camilla, and it's like Camilla is my priority, and she says, "Not the mother of your children," and he says, "Don't bring the boys into this," and that feels a little bit like it. Don't bring the boys into this. Which is a very serious and dramatic situation, which would really happen in real life, and also people are just taking it very comedically. And I find that interesting how they, especially people younger than me, can play with things like that and acknowledge the seriousness of the situation and also make it a funny video, which is not something I'm all that adept at.
Practice? I don't know. Oh wow,
Could
I
be.
didn't even really start the thing and the timer went off. Damn.
That's highly unfortunate, but that's why timers exist.
Timers exist?
Allegedly. That's another thing that I'm not sure I could do with parenting without timers.
Oh, geez, yeah.
Breastfeeding, silicone, and timers. I don't know, man. I just work here.
Hey, why, don't worry about it. But what I did say, the key we found to D&D with a toddler, find a player with a toddler, they'll play with each other. So we just
Yes.
need to wait until our kid's a toddler. Got it. Got it. Hey, Suzanne, welcome. And we're so excited that you're clean.
Yeah. Otherwise, we wouldn't allow you here.
That is not true at all.
Yeah. I think why the main thing is, how do you define good? You know? And how do you define evil? And that's a simple question to answer.
I've heard something about an eye of a beholder. I don't know. I just work here.
Yeah, no, there's no good in the eye of the beholder, pretty sure. Because, divine sense doesn't work in an anti-magic field. Uh, actually, I don't know if that's the thing, because it is divine magic, but it's still magic. So is it? We don't know. I actually don't know. I think it is. Good implies altruism, respect for life, and concern for the dignity of sentient beings. Well, I guess by that definition. Sorry, I looked it up. Personal sacrifices to help others. Okay. Well, actually, you know what? Then he's neutral good. Yeah. No, sorry. He's lawful neutral, right? And I already said that's the most terrifying alignment. Yeah. Yeah. Lawful, because he basically he's judge, jury, and executioner. He's like, I have judged you guilty of X, and I think that's bad, so I'm going to eat you now. That's the vibe. So he's lawful neutral. Yep. Yes. He's doing what he thinks is good, what he thinks is right, but he's not necessarily, but somebody else is. Yeah. He also not very self-sacrificing. Not typically. Not a heck of a lot of self-sacrificing vampires about.
Wyatt said babies in D&D are easy. Just put them on the table and say the terrace
Tarrasque.
Tarrasque is attacking.
Mhm.
Yes, but you have a toddler, Wyatt. So I'm saying, do you need to wait until we have a toddler to distract your toddler? That's what I was saying.
Mhm.
Um,
Also, by the time your baby becomes a toddler, his might not be anymore.
well, the second one will be a toddler because they're like 6 months apart.
Oh man. So hero.fandom.com/wiki category lawful neutral says lawful neutral is the judge. Yeah. Alignment. Yeah. No. Okay. Yeah. My soldier. Yeah. Yep. Yeah. No. That's it.
Oops.
Okay. What are some good examples though? I was looking for examples. Oh, it's by. Okay. It's by fandom. Or it's okay. I think I've heard it. What's his name? Dr. Crowley's lawful neutral. Okay, because Crowley was also a vague inspiration for the anti-Islam character. By the way, I've entirely abandoned my my review at this point because I have to go in 2 minutes and I know it. My brain doesn't care. You're not going to tell me that Thanos is lawful neutral, are you? Because I have words about that.
I'm at immune. Just let you talk for the rest of your time here because
Okay. Yeah.
I'm gonna have water starting here.
Oh, I don't see Thanos actually. I mean, yeah. I mean, I'm sure Thanos considers himself to be true neutral. Tyrion Lannister? Really? Okay, fine, whatever. Wolves in Minecraft. Interesting. Yeah. Yeah. Of course, I can't look up what the Baldur's Gate 3 character's alignment is. I mean, I can actually, but it doesn't matter because, it changes. And in any case, it's very different. He's chaotic evil. He's not. No. Reddit doesn't understand him the way I. Yeah. No. I think that they have them in the character sheet. Do they not? I'm not sure. Anyway, it doesn't matter. But I'm gonna have to go now. Lawful neutral. Yeah. Yeah. That's fascinating. All right. All right. I'm gonna have to go. My meeting. You guys have a good one. And yeah, remember that. Okay. Ah, sorry. No, see, because like it says Daenerys Targaryen is lawful neutral. I mean, I don't know about that. Oh, death. Yeah. A lot of deaths here. Yeah. No, that makes sense. Um, Don Draper? Why do we care what Don Draper's alignment is? I know. All right. I'm gonna refocus here. You guys have a good one with Brittany. Don't talk about alignments because it'll eat up your entire life. But and sincerity, thanks, Mike. That was like a neat little. All right. Bye.
Okay, I was actually just trying to block out the sound of bath water starting in the next room because apparently that faucet is right inside this wall and there is no blocking it. I don't know what Colleen was reading from, some website, I think, because apparently alignment rabbit holes. Um, yeah, I'm with Wyatt. Nobody really thinks they're evil, unless they're like middle school age and trying to prove something. In which case, again, just trying to prove something. So, all right. Watch out for the monologues, right? Okay. I have written out an envelope. Here I have check, and I'll be ready to drop it off in the mail. On a break, which I will write down with a pen like a caveman. Okay. Wow, my handwriting's awful. It's just impressive. Me grog me like pens. Thank you. Um, you could get the morning getting some stuff done. Nice. That's very impressive, Suzanne. Um, no, I'm just really sad that my iPad's not charging, and I'm worried that the Apple Store will not really want to fix it because it also has a tiny crack in the screen that I have no interest in fixing. None. Um, because you can pretty much use it flawlessly, and I don't want to have to fix it. And also, new ones come out in a month, probably. At least they'll be probably announced in a month. Anyway, I find the whole thing very frustrating that it's just suddenly not charging. I'm going to say this just to piss off Wyatt. This never happened when Apple was using proprietary chargers like Lightning. It's just this USB-C one that dies. I like USB-C. I just want my port to charge though. And Colleen texted me a picture with pretend fangs in their mouth. I don't know if they know that I have like actual like vampire fang dentures. Not like full dentures, but just like cap things. Yeah. From back in the day. I think I still have them. They would probably be at a big bucket at my parents' house that I should probably move over to my house. There's a lot of things that fit into that category of stuff I really should move over to my house. Yeah. Okay. You are done. All right. That is not the reminders list that I need to update. This one is. Okay. Ugh. That's a thing that I will probably do the following week. I don't, it's sort of hard to, so I'm temporarily using reminders instead of OmniFocus, and there's no defer dates. Which means like I can tell myself I'm not going to do that one this week, but there's no way to put it in the system really that isn't very obtuse. Mm, yeah, it's close to wrap. Oh, this is wrap, so I'm gonna get ready to take a break in just a minute. Hmm. Yeah, that's what I want to do, but not today. Mm. Um, okay. I think I need to take a picture of this piece of paper. Oh, I just got a question asked me about my schedule today from somebody I hadn't told them. Sorry, that's my mother-in-law asking if I wanted her to put on the baby. Um, her shock face was when I said, "Yeah, just heads up, you're being streamed to YouTube." Uh, huh. Random thing that just occurred to me is my middle school video that I made about vampires probably has not been digitized. I think I would like to find it somewhere. I think it's on VHS and do that because I worked really hard on that when I was 12 and I think I want to keep it. Um, okay. It's really hard to watch this. Look at this list. That's not this week. That's not this week. Not this week. I think this one might be this week still. You know what? If it doesn't happen, it's okay. So I'm gonna not flag. I think I'm just gonna have to go through and flag the ones that. Oh, that project's done. Wait, did that? Updating my do my taxes project. Um, okay. That. This one is unflagged. Okay. I feel pretty good about that one. I'm sure it's missing stuff, but at least I've removed the things that I'm really not gonna look at this week. All right. So I'm gonna do a quick review of the calendar for this week, and then I'm going to next thing I'm gonna do is just like list. All right. Not done a very good job of getting up for my break, have I? So that's what I'm gonna do when I get back. One of the things I'm gonna do on my break is drop off this envelope in the mail. All right, I will be right back.
Hi.
Hi. So I got your very first text, I was across the street dropping your check off in the mailbox. So that's why I
You're
just hearted
awesome.
it was because I was about to come back inside and
Okay. I just wanted to make sure because I know that Zoom
it
likes
is
to
good to
be
be
cheeky
very clear, but
once in a
yes, I
while.
was no, I was on break.
Got it. Hi.
Hmm.
I'm not going to look at the comments, and do not tell me if Wyatt says something provocative again.
I think Wyatt might have
Uh
gotten distracted with real work.
oh, real work.
I
What does he think
know.
this is?
I know.
This is
Suzanne says it might actually be a productive morning, so
what? That's not
I know.
loud. All right.
She have a productive.
Hey, I actually did something I just saw in my inbox and checked it off. All right, so I did my brain dump, and then I sanded my 3D printed thing here for a bit. Um, Resin tastes
Oh,
terrible. It really tastes terrible. Let me tell you. Uh, so now I'm gonna do something else.
okay.
Um, just because I think it's weird since I was like I have to go be in a meeting. Here I am back. The meeting did not happen. I did not hear from the other participant, so here I am back.
Welcome back. You get some review. That's exciting.
It's so exciting. I could barely contain myself. All right. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna spend some time uh I'm gonna spend some time on the mundane inbox, and then I'm going to see if I can get some weight, making sure that everything is in my system D&D wise to get me to minimum viable by Monday. Um, yeah. So yeah, inbox processing. Ah, we're ascending the stairs. I'll be back, I hope.
I hope so too. That'd be really sad for Colleen to come back and we'd have to leave again. And I'm replying to a scheduling text. Um, Okay. I didn't mention it, but this is probably gonna be my last round. Hey, Suzanne's caught up on Girl Scout financial processing. Nice. Why did I miss a chance to say something provocative while I was doing real work? Nice. Hey, Suzanne, someone drinking all your coffee means that you didn't accidentally leave it on the counter to get cold for 1,000 years. Hey, that sounds like a positive to me. I don't know. As Kelly is fond of saying, it turns out in order for coffee to be effective, you have to actually consume it, not make it and leave it on your counter. That's true of any stimulants. I can get the Adderall out of the bottle, but if it doesn't go in my gullet, not very helpful. This looks like I'm drinking mud. I'm not drinking mud. It is a smoothie, a green smoothie that looks like mud. Okay, I'm trying to remember my calendar. I'm looking at it and my brain's just like, what? My mom's calendar still says in Phoenix. That has been changed.
I have to go.
You came back.
Yep, but I have to go. Bye.
Okay, bye. That was sad. I'm tired. It's tired in here. Oh, right. I have a baby. That's why. Maybe someone drank all my coffee too, Suzanne. Jeez. Okay, I'm staring at the calendar. I'm kind of getting, but it's mostly like, what am I going to do with this? So, oh, hmm. One thing did occur to me, but I didn't do the math before. That is not going to be a thing that happens. Oh, right. No, that day is spoken for. My calendar is filled with so much irrelevant garbage right now. I yeah. Exciting. Okay. Yeah, I'm done. I'm done looking at this calendar thing. Okay. I make my packing list. I already started a few things. Where did I write those down? Oh, here it is. Oh, there is a task. It's probably longer than 2 minutes. Okay. Okay. I should probably check on chat. Go off to speaker. Hey, but you got a lot of stuff done, so go you, Suzanne. Um, okay, so I need to do a quick task, I hope, to make it so I can do some taxes in the car while I'm still here, all connected to internet and whatnot. So I need my Stripe. Oh, I would like you to give me my um 1099 or whatever it is you give me thing. Have the one from Teachable. pricing. Okay. I also found something else that really worried me, but okay. I don't want to read about the 1099. Just want you to give me a link to where I download mine. Yeah, 1099. Okay, I don't know what a 1099K means. I should not be filing my own taxes. Yeah, I want you to. I don't know where to find this. There you are. Hiding. Oh, great. I'm stuck in an infinite loop. Of re-entering my password over and over and over again. Okay. Mm. I'm just having a party. Hey, Shibby. Good morning. Welcome, welcome. What have you got going on? Because I'm sitting here trying to download all my financial stuff so I can do my taxes. I know it's a party. Yeah, sign in. And this is just my income. And got into all my itemized deductions because that's just, I know how to party. Um, Tax document. Thank you. This one makes it easy. Why are there 1,000 different types of 1099? Who invented this system? It's ridiculous. Oh crap, I'm probably getting one from my Apple account too. Make a note. Okay. Oh, I gotta get going. Hey, and I did another thing I needed to do. Um, Last year, and download, please. Apparently, I can only have a CSV. That's annoying. And then this one. Oh, doo-doo. Apologize, I can't see the chat. It's the same window that I'm trying to download everything in. View your 2023 thing. Thank you for knowing that's exactly what I wanted to do. Yes, please just download it. PDF end of year summary. Yes, that's what I would like. Jeez. It occurred to me that I'm not very pleased about. You won't let me log in anyway, so. But fidelity. It's not what I want. I don't want to transfer money. I just want to go to my account. Fine. Guess I do want to do that. Excuse me. Sorry about that. That was about our family stuff this week. As a matter of fact, I have another one I have to go do. So, despite the fact that I have some of my credit card statement, no, I've downloaded. I think I might be good on those documents. So, I think I'm actually going to wrap up. And apologies for the suddenness of it, but it's a weird week, you know? And I think I've got what I absolutely need. Turns out my packing list ended up me being downloading transactions, but that's sometimes how it goes. Thank you so much for joining. Um, I really appreciate it, and I hope you got some good stuff done. Sorry, Shiv, you joined us later, but yeah, we're gonna head out and have a great week. We will see you here next week, and until then, hope you have a great productive week. Sorry, my brain is just done. All right, I'll talk to you later. Bye.